Ganap ng naging batas ng 2018 General Appropriations Act at Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion at Train matapos lagdaan ng Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. At ayon sa Pangulo, nakalaan para sa pangangailangan ng mga Pilipino ang pambansang budget sa susunod na taon. Itinuturing na madyang maagang pamasko ang tax reform program dahil milyon-milyong Pinoy ang makikinabang rito. Ma-report si Rocky Ignacio.
Nilagdaan na ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang 2018 General Appropriations Act at ang Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion o TRAIN. Kasama ang mga miyembro ng dalawang kapulungan ng Kongreso, isinagawa ang ceremonial signing sa Malacanang na may 3.67 trillion pesos national budget. Itinuring ito ng Pangulo na maturity budget dahil nakatuon ito sa tunay na pangangailangan ng mga Pilipino.
Two laws that I signed today are the fulfillment of my campaign promise to institute genuine fiscal reform that will be felt by every Filipino. Through the bold and decisive efforts of our economic managers, we were able to design and craft a spending and tax plan embodied by the 2018 General Appropriations Act and the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion Act, TRAIN. The implementation of these laws will serve as our national initial step towards cutting the poverty rate at 14% and making the Philippines an upper middle class by 2022.
Pinakamataas pa rin sa pambansang budget ang pagpapalakas ng edukasyon at libreng matrikula kasama na rin ang infrastruktura, social services at rehabilitasyon ng Marawi City.
The 2018 GAA, which is 12% higher than last year's budget, will primarily support infrastructure development and free education in state universities and colleges, universal health care, free irrigation, and the maintenance of peace and order across the country. This will also fulfill my campaign promise of doubling the basic pay of our soldiers and police officers, which will take effect on the very first day of 2018. Let me emphasize that this budget is a credible budget, and I assure everyone that this will be supported by the comprehensive tax reform program embodied by the TRAIN, subject to several line vetoes which will be discussed separately in my veto message.
Pinagtibay na rin ng Pangulo ang tax reform na itinuring nitong maagang pamasko sa mga Pilipino. Sinabi nito na 99% ng mga taxpayers ang makikinabang sa bagong sistema ng pagbubuwi sa ilalim ng TRAIN. Nakapalab dito ang pagtaas ng take-home pay ng mga manggagawa dahil sa tax exemption ng mga kumikita ng 250,000 pesos kada taon.
This is the administration's biggest Christmas gift to the Filipino people, as 99% of the taxpayers will benefit from a simpler, fairer, and more efficient tax system. One of the TRAIN's most significant breakthroughs is that beginning January 1st, 2018, those earning below 250,000 will be exempt from income tax. And I thank all of you.
Layunin pa rin ng TRAIN na makalikom ng 120 billion pesos kung saan 70% nito ay nakalaan sa Build program.
I am directing the Department of Finance to ensure the effective implementation of Package 1 of TRAIN and to immediately submit to Congress Package 2, which deals with corporate income tax early next year, which will complement the revenues of TRAIN. The passage of 2018 GAA and TRAIN is not just a victory for the legislative and executive branches of government, it is a victory for our people.
Samantalang may inilatag rin tulong ang pamahalaan katulad ng cash transfer kung saan tatanggap ang may 10 milyong households ng 200 pesos kada buwan sa taong 2018 at 300 piso sa taong 2019 at 2020. Rocky Ignacio para sa Bayan.